Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn regarding the draw an expression for a gyroscopic couple or torque. Okay? Draw an expression for gyroscopic couple or torque. So let us consider a disc is mounted on axis Okay, dear, let us consider a disc is mounted on the axis OX is known as axis of spin. Axis of spin. This one we can say as disc or rotor. Okay, dear. A disc is mounted on the axis OX is known as axis of spin. OY we known as axis of precision. Okay, axis of precision, and O2Z it indicates that reactive gyroscopic couple, and this line is indicate that axis of active gyroscopic couple. Okay, consider a observer is observed to the disc where the disc is rotating. This is observer observed to the disc where the disc is rotating. So the disc is, if you observe from the origin point O, so this means that the disc is rotated in the clockwise direction. How to find out where the disc is rotated in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction? We can easily find out with the help of right hand screw rule. Is it right? Where the disc is rotating. Let us see over here. We are following the right hand screw rule. Okay, dear. So OX is indicate that. So OX is indicate that the direction of the sense of the vector, direction sense of the vector. The thumb indicate direction sense of the vector, and this curve is indicate that the rotation of the disc in clockwise direction. If you observe from the front end, direction of the sense is toward from X to O, and the curl is indicate that it is rotated in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, dear. If you observe from the origin point, the disc is rotated in clockwise direction with an angular velocity is omega. Okay, so if the disc is spinning about an axis is OX, if the disc is rotating from axis of spin to the new axis of spin, they're making the angle of delta theta. They're making the angle of delta theta with a given interval of time is delta t. So this means that the disk is spinning or rotating from x to x dash. So this point what we can say x dash. How they are moving? They are moving in a slightly. They are making the some angle. The small angle will changes. Okay. So what we can say? Delta theta, the small angle change. Delta t represent the small time change. Is it right? So let us consider a disk or rotor spinning about an axis. Okay, the disk or rotor spinning about an axis OX as shown in a figure. The rotor or disk is rotating with angular velocity. Here the disk or rotor is rotating with initial angular velocity. How much is that here? The initial angular velocity is omega radian per second with given interval of time. How much is that here? Delta t. Okay, and move toward new axis of spin, new axis of spin with an angular velocity. How much is it here? Here the angular velocity is omega plus small change of omega plus delta omega. Okay, omega plus delta omega along which axis here? Along the axis of OX dash. Along axis OX dash as shown in a figure. Then please take the snapshot here, all of you. Okay, the rotor, the initial angular velocity. First of all, we need to find out, the main intention is we need to find out the change of angular acceleration in the x direction, the change of angular acceleration in the y direction we need to find, and the same figure we need to represent by the vector diagram. Let us see, the origin point is O, direction is x. Okay, this rotor is spinning with some angular velocity is omega. If it is moved to the new axis of spin, the angular velocity of this disk, how is omega plus delta omega, plus delta omega. The disk is rotating in a clockwise direction when it is seen from the origin point. Okay dear, then after that this is x and this one we can say as x dash. X to X dash we can say as active gyroscopic couple. The reactive gyroscopic couple is always acting in an opposite direction. So this means that if the active gyroscopic couple is acting in a clockwise direction, which direction? Clockwise direction, means the reactive gyroscopic couple in which direction? In a opposite direction, means in a anti-clockwise direction. This is reactive gyroscopic couple. Okay dear, then we need to represent here another figure. This is O, this is X, okay, and this is X dash, and here one more is R. Here omega, here we have to represent as omega plus delta omega. The change of how much angle is there? Delta theta. The change of time is how much is there? Delta t. Okay dear, and then see again we need to find out initial angular velocity. So how much is the initial angular velocity is there? The initial angular velocity is omega. They acting in which direction dear? They acting in x direction. The initial angular velocity is omega. They acting along which direction? Along the axis of OX. Along the axis OX. Okay dear, and here we have to represent as change of angular velocity you can represent, or final angular velocity you can represent. Here change of angular velocity formula is omega plus delta omega. In which direction dear? They move toward the direction from O to X dash along the axis OX dash. Okay dear, so I am rubbing this here, this one. Okay, and actually our intention is we need to find out the change of angular acceleration in which direction dear? In the x direction, as well as the change of angular acceleration in the y direction we need to find. So the change of angular acceleration in which direction dear? In x direction. So we have to represent alpha x is equal to, what is the formula of acceleration? The formula is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time, we know very well. Okay, now the same concept we need to apply here. The final velocity minus initial angular velocity by given interval of time. Okay, the final velocity is how much is that here? Omega plus delta omega. Okay, but let us see if the disk is here, the disk is rotating, okay, from horizontal to vertical. So what it will form here? First thing is they making the angle. Okay, but if they making the angle, this means that they resolve in the which direction? They resolve into two component. One is parallel, another one is perpendicular. So we can draw like this. One is parallel, another one is perpendicular. So how much angle they making the parallel? They making delta theta. They making the angle of theta with horizontal, means the cos delta theta we need to represent. In the vertical direction is sin delta theta. Okay dear, let us see. The final velocity is omega plus delta omega omega plus delta omega. So they move, okay, move. First is parallel. In which direction they moving? They moving in a x direction. In the x direction would here cos delta theta. Then we can represent cos delta theta minus initial angular velocity is how much is given here? Omega. With respect to time, nothing but how much angle is changed? Sorry, time is changed. Small time is changed means delta t. Okay, dear. The final angular velocity is omega plus delta omega cos delta theta minus of initial angular velocity is omega with given interval of time is delta t. Then here the cos delta theta is very small, so for that reason we need to consider as 1. Put cos delta theta equal to 1, we can represent. So here we can represent as omega plus delta omega into 1 minus omega by delta t. That is the value of angular of acceleration in the x direction. Okay, dear. Then this omega and this omega will cancel. The remaining term is, so I am cutting here. I am rubbing this one. So the angle of acceleration in the x direction alpha x is equal to omega plus delta omega minus of omega with respect to time. This omega and omega is cancelled. Angle of acceleration is delta omega with respect to time. Again we need to apply the limit. Applying limits. Okay, dear. Delta t is to 0. Then alpha x is equal to limit delta t is to 0 delta omega by delta t. Then we can represent as d omega by dt, that is the value of angle of acceleration in the x direction. So it is considered as equation number 1. Okay, dear. Again we need to find out the change of angular acceleration in the x direction is how much is given? D omega by dt. Again what we need to find? The change of angular acceleration in which direction, dear? In the vertical direction, in the y direction we need to find. The change of angular acceleration in y direction. So what is the formula of acceleration? The rate of change of velocity with respect to time. We know very well. The angle of acceleration in which direction? In a y direction, equal to the change of velocity. How much is there? Omega plus delta omega. Okay, listen. The final velocity with respect to here time. Okay, the final velocity value is omega plus delta omega. If it is perpendicular to the axis is ox, they making the angle of which one, dear? Sin delta theta. Okay, dear, sin delta theta with respect to time is delta t. Okay, dear, I am rubbing this one. Please take the snapshot, all of you. Okay, so here we can represent alpha y equal to sin delta theta is the very smallest value, is it right? So we can put the value, put sin delta theta we can represent as delta theta, because small angle is changes from initial velocity to final angular velocity. Is it right? So we can put here, wherever the sin delta theta will be there, you need to put the value of delta theta. Okay, then here omega plus delta omega into delta theta with respect to time. Okay dear, see, then alpha y equal to, you need to multiply this term omega into delta theta plus delta omega into delta theta with respect to time. Okay dear, then here the one is the biggest value, another one is the smallest value, it's okay, but here delta omega, change of angular velocity also smallest and the change of angle also very smallest. So for that reason we need to neglect, or it will be considered as 0. Then angular velocity in the y direction, alpha y is equal to omega into delta theta with respect to time. Okay dear, then again what we need to find, we need to apply the limit, applying limit delta t is to 0. Okay dear, and alpha y value equal to limit delta t is to 0 omega into delta theta by delta t. Okay dear, then the omega we need to remove outside, omega the limit delta t is to 0 delta theta by delta t. So if you apply the limit delta t is to 0, it will become as omega into d theta by dt. That is the value of alpha y. So it is considered as equation number 2. The d theta by dt we known as angular velocity. What we can say here? Angular velocity. Angular velocity. Is it right? So because the disk is rotating, so let us see over here, this disk is rotating from initial to final. At that time they making the some angle delta theta, as well as if it is moved from initial to final, it will require the time is dt. So we can say as d theta by dt. So we can say as angular velocity of the disk. The disk is moving from initial axis of spin to the new axis of spin. They making the angle of alpha theta, as well as they require the some interval of time is delta t. Okay dear, then after that we need to find out total angular acceleration. Total angular acceleration we need to find out. So what is the formula is there? Alpha is equal to alpha x plus alpha y. Alpha x value is, how much is that here? Alpha x value is d omega by dt plus alpha y value is omega into d theta by dt. That is the value of total angular acceleration value is there. But actually our intention is we need to find out the gyroscopic couple or torque we need to find out. Okay na dear? So angular, again we are taking the same equation, angular acceleration. Okay, which direction dear? Angular acceleration in y direction. In y direction, the alpha y is equal to the, what is the value is there? Omega into d theta by dt. Okay, d theta by dt, again what we can say? Angular velocity of precision we can say. So angular velocity of precision the value is alpha y equal to omega into omega p. So we have to represent omega p value is d theta by dt. So what is the value is there? D theta by dt. So we can represent as angular velocity of precision. We got it. Okay, so it is considered as equation number 3. Okay dear. So again we need to find out gyroscopic couple. Gyroscopic couple. So the gyroscopic couple is a work on the fundamental of Newton's second law. So what the Newton's second law is state that the force should be equal to, it is a product of mass into acceleration. So instead of mass we have to represent as force, we have to represent as c. The mass, instead of mass we have to represent as mass moment of inertia, or it is represented by I into a nothing but acceleration. So the disk is moving from axis of spin to the new axis of spin. So this means that they move in a which direction? They move toward horizontal to vertical direction. So we can say of angle of acceleration in the vertical direction. We can say we have to implement here c is equal to I into alpha y. Okay dear. So I value is I nothing but the mass moment of inertia dear. Okay dear. Then I into alpha value is how much is there? Omega into omega p. That is a derivation of gyroscopic couple. But I value is what we can say dear? Mass moment of inertia. Okay, I'm rubbing this one. I, the mass moment of inertia, I is equal to mk square. M nothing but mass of the disk, k nothing but the radius of gyration of the disk, I nothing but the mass moment of inertia of the disk. Okay dear, that is your derivation part. If you have any doubt, please ask me dear. Thanking you.